What's happening, people? And once again, welcome back to youtube.com/Cubcamtv for this, another very special edition of the interview selection. I'm so excited to get onto this conversation today because we are talking to one of the most rapidly rising names in Afrobeats worldwide, one of the most talked about names, and I'm so excited to get him on the channel. Man like Magixx joins us. How are you doing, sir?
Bro, how you doing? I'm great.
It's good to see you, man. It's really good to see you. It's really good to sit down and get into... I'm really excited for this, man. I'm really excited to get into a conversation. Obviously, you come across as such a kind of vibrant guy, someone who is very kind of enthusiastic about what you're doing. And it's great to see. First of all, I want to ask, how are things your end? Because it looks like things are going kind of crazy for you.
Right. I mean, it's been amazing, man. It's been an amazing year for me. I remember starting out the year, Lord, I was not really like out there when the year started. And right now, it's going crazy, and the reception has been amazing. I really can't say that that God was not like divinely placing me in places, to get to where I am right now. So I feel like everything is God, up until now, since the beginning of the year. So yeah, man. It's been amazing.
Awesome, man. I mean, it's cool to see. I've been following you quite closely for the last year or so, just keeping up to date with what you've been releasing, obviously supporting what you do on the channel. And I've got to say, I've really enjoyed just, again, that level of energy you seem to put into everything, because obviously there was a big EP last year with the sort of introductory project. We've just seen Atom launch as well. How do you manage to maintain that level of energy? Because it feels like you're so enthusiastic about every single drop, every kind of feature. How do you do it?
I mean, I feel like it's given, man. So many people want this opportunity, man. Like, so many people want this opportunity. So if you have this opportunity and you're not going at it, man, I don't know, man. Come from where I come from, like, I have so much to do. I have so much to prove to myself. I have people that I'm feeding. I have my family. So I have so much. So I feel like even that is enough motivation to stay, grinding. And I love what I do. I really love this. It's something I really love to do. It's nothing. It's not like someone forced me to start making music.
Of course.
So when you love something, you go all in for it. So I feel that's what people see.
100%. It comes across, man, and it's what makes kind of it's one of the reasons that kind of looking forward to new music from yourself exciting, because we know we're going to get 100% as both fans, and kind of my position in like a journalistic position. I'm always excited because I know it's going to be good stuff to kind of jump into. Obviously, you started off the run for the new EP with Shaye. Obviously, this was the first one leading up to what has been a very enjoyable EP run. How was the response to begin with for Shaye?
To be very honest, like it was, I didn't know how people were going to receive it, because I'm known for like more of like Afro R&B out here. So when I dropped Shaye, I wasn't sure what the response was going to be, but like people really liked it, and I'm so grateful that like the project is doing what the project is doing right now. I mean, but like people sort of like pivoted to All Over when we dropped the old body of work, so All Over is like the main song right now that is popping off, and it goes to show that it was successful. It's been successful so far. I mean, we have 2 songs. I'm doing well, and that's out of 4. That's 2 out of 4, and that's really great for me, man. I feel so excited about that.
Awesome. I mean, I was going to ask this. Obviously, being a 4-track EP, there's slightly less on there than the previous project. Was this one a process of more whittling down till you got 4 that you were like 100% happy with, or was it more you just wanted a smaller project to kind of hit more people, I suppose?
So I feel like now I just want it to be concise. I want it to be short and concise. I want you to go straight into the EP and be able to put it on repeat for like, as many times as possible. And also, I feel like we're at the time of the year where like there's a lot of projects dropping, so I just wanted to get into it, and give you what you need to listen to. I didn't want to stress nobody. I didn't want to put no 10 tracks on there. I just wanted to go in and come out.
It's
And
I
that
mean,
was that.
it's a busy time, man. It's a busy time. There are so many big
It's really
projects dropping.
busy, man. So
It's
many
crazy.
albums dropping.
I was gonna say, do you normally kind of take that thing into account when you're like planning a project? Like, do you try to find out when other projects are dropping, or is it just coincidence that there just seems to be a lot dropping at this moment?
So for me, I just felt like it was the perfect number. You know, I felt like 4 is a perfect number. And also like spiritually, like I felt like I was connected to the number 4 because that's my favorite number as well. And so when the team said they want us to make an EP, and I said I wanted to make you four songs. You know, I just wanted to something just wanted me to make 4 songs. You know, and it wasn't like I knew someone was dropping an album, but like it just made sense when we finally made the 4 tracks. You know, and when it was 4, and when we released it, it was the perfect 4 songs. You know, and it goes with the season because it's really popping out here. Alphabet is doing very well. It's been amazing. Like it's really been amazing for Alphabet. And I'm just grateful, man. I'm just really grateful.
Awesome,
You
man.
know?
I want to kind of ask this question. It might seem like quite a basic one, but I always try to find out like storylines behind EPs and storylines behind projects whenever we speak to people. Why the title Atom? Because obviously there's 4 tracks on there. Normally an EP is named after one of the sort of tracks on the project. Why the title Atom? Is there a specific reason, or is it just a word you enjoy?
So okay, so like even the name of the EP goes with the 4 tracks. You know, Atom is like a taste of magic. And that's like an acronym to like my, you know, to
Okay.
yeah, a taste of magic. And atom is like the tiniest beat, you know, the tiniest particle, you know. So it's more like I'm giving just a little bit of what magic tastes like, you know. So like it's not so many songs, it's just 4 songs, and atom is 4 letters, you know. So it just really made sense
Yeah,
when
it
I was
does. That's
writing it,
cool. That's really cool.
you know. So, yeah.
Oh, yeah, I didn't realize there were like so many different layers to it as well. And it just
Yeah.
it adds more kind of context to the project as well, man. That's really cool to see. Now
Yeah.
everyone hates me asking this one, but this is one I do always have to ask surrounding EPs because obviously you have the tracks that are doing well on the EP.
Yeah.
What's your specific favorite? If you were to like say, I don't know, say you were listening from a fan perspective of your own project, which one do you think you would gravitate towards the most? And I understand they're all like the ones you wanted on there, but is there one that you go straight to?
That was before the project dropped. I think I listened a lot to Weekend Drumming because of the process of making the song. I recorded the song in 2020. That's like 2 years ago now, and funny how it came back to make the project, you know, in 2022, you know, and I felt like God really just wanted it to be like that, you know, and I feel so strongly that that song is spiritual because I made the song in my room in when I was living with my mom, you know, and my dad back at home. And I remember my sister walked into the room and she named the song. She named the song and she didn't even know she named the song
Oh,
because
that's
she was
amazing.
like, yeah, she was
That's
like,
amazing.
yo, she was like, yo, it's the weekend and you guys are enjoying. I was like, yo, we can enjoyment. Like it just made sense. Like so it was just funny story, but it really made sense. And that's how I started making the song right on the spot because I already had the beat for like 2 months, you know, so it was just magical, man. And I was really connected to the song personally, you know, like on a very personal level you know. So yeah,
Awesome, man. I love
that's
that.
what I
This is
really
the
like.
thing. I love finding out about I love like finding out from the artist perspectives a lot of the time, like what their favorite parts of the EP is, because again, it gives people a whole
Yeah,
different kind of level of context to what's going on. And
yeah,
obviously, you've been working quite closely with a fair few people this year. We've seen a really exciting kind of link up, obviously, with Mavin, which has been fantastic to watch. And just from like a fan's perspective, looking in, how is it being involved in that circle when there are so many kind of talented people involved? It must be awesome.
I think it's a blessing. I think it's a blessing. I think a lot of people want to be on this team. A lot of people want to be signed to Maven. And when you look around, you see a bunch of talents, you know, a bunch of amazing artists doing great stuff already. And I just thank God, that I'm graced enough to be amongst these guys. Everybody's doing so well. They challenge you to be the best you can be, and it just makes you know, like in your head, like, yo, make you want to be the best, at what you do. So that's it.
Amazing, man.
That's it.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. I feel when you're in that kind of environment, you are going to be kind of pushed to be better, and that's, I suppose, friendly rivalry is what it is. That idea that that everyone wants each other to be better, because then you're part of this. Then you all end up part of this crazy team. I mean, obviously, Overdose is another one of the biggest tunes of the year. Like, how with that did that one come together? Because I've spoken to, I spoke to Ladipo very briefly about it, about how it came together. Like, what was your experience of getting involved with that one, and did you expect it to blow up in the way that it has done?
So immediately he sent me the song. There was no beat. Like, it was just bum 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 bum. It was just, there was no kick in the instrumental. And I heard the pre-chorus and the hook, and I knew right from there, like, something needed to be added to this song, and I didn't record my verse until like a week. And when I got to the studio, it was already a full-fledged beat, and I remember Crayon already recorded, so I was the next person to record. So I was the second person to record. So when I recorded my verse, I was like, nah. I knew if Ladipo and Ira were on the same, line, I knew the song was going to end up so great. And I left the studio and they sent me the song like 2 days after. They sent me the song like 2 days after. And when I listened to the song, I was like, bro, this is fire, man. Like, it was fire, man. And I just knew right from there. I told Crayon that this song was going to change everybody's lives, in a very positive way, And it happened the way it happened. The whole country loved the song. The song blew up in like 3 days, man.
Yeah, fully. It came out of nowhere as well. Like, it was one of those ones that just suddenly dropped and everyone was just so kind of on it. Like, I've got to say, like, performance-wise, like, have you had the chance to perform that one with the whole gang yet? Like, how, if so, how was it?
Yeah, so I had my showcase last week.
Okay.
That's on Saturday night, and it was amazing. I performed alongside Irish Star and Boy Spice. And also on Sunday, I performed it with Crayon at BB Nigeria. There's a big show in Nigeria called BB Nigeria. And also we went to the club, still performed the song. So like I've been having, like, I've not had like everybody on stage, but like I've had like 3 people on stage performing it. I've not had Ladipo on stage. But like I've been able to perform the song with like Irish Star, Crayon, and Boy Spice, but like it's been amazing performing this song.
Awesome, man. Awesome. I mean, that's the thing. I've loved watching it kind of as a journey, and obviously seeing your personal journey with your own releases alongside that. It's been such a kind of cool thing to see. Like, I've done a bit of digging, obviously read a few interviews and kind of looked into where you've been kind of, I suppose, kind of gaining a lot of energy from, gaining momentum from, and it's been really interesting kind of reading back on your kind of personal story. Like, you've mentioned, obviously, the kind of the story behind the support of your mum and dad involved in this, obviously being involved at uni as well. A question that I didn't actually see asked, which I did kind of want to ask, was, did you always know that this was the direction you wanted to go in, regardless of that support either side? Did you always know that this path was where you were going to end up?
Yeah, like, I've never ever for once like doubted me, for the music that I make. I've never ever for once like said I wanted to be any other thing else in my life. Like, I've never been passionate about something else, than doing this music thing. So I've always had a great conviction, great conviction. Right from when I was like 12, 11, I was so sure what I wanted to do. And I even recorded my first song when I was 13. So like, it's been like a journey. Like, I've always been like doing music. So I've come a long way.
Definitely, man. Yeah. I mean, it's such a cool kind of story as well. Obviously, then going through, obviously uni, still being involved at the same time, and now seeing you in the position you are. It's been such a cool thing to kind of watch explode. Again, from a fan's perspective, more than anything else, it's been absolutely awesome. I do want to ask just before we wrap up. Obviously, you've got the EP's out there now. Atom's available to go and stream. So if you are looking into this video, do make sure you do go and give it a listen. I want to kind of ask, obviously, there's a video out there for Shy. How's the rest of the EP looking? Are you planning any more kind of videos for it, or is it just going to be letting it ride for the time being?
Definitely. Personally, I think we're looking to like definitely touch on all over because it's doing so well, and definitely radio runs, and definitely a video for all over. You know, might not be this month, maybe next month, but like definitely. A new video is dropping from the EP, and yeah.
Awesome. Well, there we go. I've got to say, dude, it's been absolutely fabulous getting you on the line, getting you in for a quick conversation. I know you've been super busy today, driving all over the country, like getting into 1,000 different places. So I'm happy I managed to snag you for a couple of minutes for a quick conversation. Dude, thank you. It's been great having you on.
Thank you so much for having me, man. I really enjoyed this, man.
There we go. Thank you, sir. Big up, and we'll catch you on next time. Keep it locked and don't go anywhere. Cubcamtv signing out. Wow.
Them sounding so good right now. But they're sounding a Brighton town.
Make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel right now, Cubcamtv. Stay locked.